Hello Aries, welcome to your April reading. I hope you had a blessed and peaceful March. I hope that it was very productive for you. Please let me know how you got on with the March reading, if you listened to it. If you didn't, then please go and listen to it and tell me if that was your experience, if it resonated with you for this month. And let's get into your April reading. Thank you, Spirit. Please bring us the energies, the clarity and the guidance from Source directly. Okay, if you haven't already, Aries, I would really appreciate it if you click the subscribe and the notification bell. So we have, we have the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles so far. I've seen these cards in another reading already for this month. It's interesting that we're all being assisted here. So we have the Moon, the Ten of Wands, and the Eight of Wands. And I'll look for the last three cards now. All right. Thank you, Spirit. Please give us guidance for Aries for April. Thank you. So we have the Hierophant. Oh. I'm going to take the one that hit the deck first and the one that I can see. Oh, there's two there. All right, I'll tell you what, I'm going to keep all of these cards, Aries. I'm going to put Temperance there, and I'm going to keep these two and have a look at those as well, to see if they fit in with the energies. So the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles, the Moon, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Hierophant, Temperance, and the Queen of Cups. And here we have the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Wands. So I'm going to hold those aside and see how it develops. I'm not entirely sure that this energy fits in. I feel this a lot more strongly. So let's see how we go. So we have the High Priestess. Now the High Priestess is access to our higher self, if you like. She brings us the wisdom of our higher selves. She gives us an inkling of the path ahead and helps us understand our innate abilities and skills and attributes and what we intended to do at this time around, what our blueprint is for life. She's also about the Akashic records, so she allows us to see our journey thus far as souls. Now, the High Priestess comes in when we could be at a point where we need a little direction or we need a little reassurance. She opens our eye, our insight into who we are, as I say. The Ace of Pentacles is a very grounding energy. It's giving us the opportunity to create a new foundation, new security, perhaps a new job or business, new project in some way, shape or form that's going to sustain you. So perhaps this journey is going to be about solidifying something for you to move on and build upon. The Moon card is coming in. The Moon card's interesting in that the Moon's light is very surreal. It casts quite a different shadow from the Sun, and it helps reveal things that perhaps were before unseen, and it sometimes obscures things, it hides things, it creates illusion. So what this is telling me is that there are deep emotions here that need to be brought out into the light of day. They need to be looked at and dealt with. And maybe it's to do with your sense of security and how you feel about how you're producing that. From looking at the rest of the cards, it really does feel like there's some fine-tuning going on here for you in your life, Aries. The Ten of Wands is about the end of a cycle. Now, traditionally in the traditional deck, And the Ten of Wands is a gentleman holding 10 batons, if you like, struggling to reach respite, to reach the next village, and he can't see the wood for the trees. And in this sense, this also talks about burden, and it talks about almost being there. And so it's kind of like, I want to say to you to not give up hope, because all of the hard work that you've been putting in has created your foundation thus far, and you're about to get your rest, your respite, your reward. That being said, here is your confirmation with the Eight of Wands, because the Eight of Wands is about fast forward movement, and it really does drive you towards your goal. You can see the light that surrounds the ends of these wands, these batons here, and they're on fire. So it's trying to say to you, look, you know, you're going there. Have a little bit more drive, one last push, because the connections and the kind of the next step is right there in front of you, or the doorways is right there in front of you. Don't give up right now. Now, the Hierophant, I really like this energy in these cards, Aries. The Hierophant speaks about tradition, speaks about structure, and that can be government, law, education, health, the institution of marriage, religion. Also speaks about cultures and that kind of tradition within families and societies. But in this case, it really does feel like a contract. It really does feel like some sort of offer, some sort of ascending into something that maybe you've been driving towards. I really do feel like you're manifesting something, and it's going to be something legal. It's going to be something that society as a whole recognise. So perhaps with it being under the Ace of Pentacles here, there's going to be a contract or a new job, I feel. The Temperance card comes in because it talks about achieving balance. Now, in the traditional deck, the Temperance card, you have this angel with 2 cups, and she or he is getting the balance right between the 2 cups. He's creating this alchemy, and the Temperance card speaks exactly about getting the balance between our spiritual and physical, or our finances and work, and our emotional self. And so this is all about bringing those elements together to get that personal alchemy for you. Now notice this gentleman also has the angel wings here. So you do have support, you do have universal backing, and this has been your pathway all along. And I think the High Priestess at the top of your reading is a really good omen to suggest that, you know, you've been working towards this path all along, and you're finally going to get some sort of satisfying balance here. The Queen of Cups, wow, well, the Queen of Cups is a woman who has kind of gone through the mill. She's experienced it all. She's truly empathetic, truly nurturing. She understands emotions. She understands people. So this is not just for our Lady Aries out there. It also speaks to the feminine, or the feminine archetype within us all, masculine and feminine. So what it speaks about is discernment. The Queen of Cups is the only queen that has her cup covered in the traditional deck. And here you can see that she is being very protective over the energies coming towards her heart chakra. And so there's a wisdom here, there's a knowing. And I think with the Temperance card, she's able to get the balance between shutting things out and allowing things in. And I feel as though she wants to allow in this new energy to bring balance for herself or for you. Okay, I'm going to clarify these cards now. Bear with me. Thank you, Spirit, please. Oh, okay, there's quite a few there, but I'll take the first one, which was the Three of Swords. Okay, getting clarity 4, that wants to jump out. Oh, and so does that. So I have the 3 of Pentacles and the Star. Clarifying the 10 of Wands now. There you go. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. Fantastic. Okay. Clarifying the 8 of Wands, please, Spirit. Thank you. Wow, 9 of Cups. Amazing. All right, I'll just keep going and pull cards for the rest. Okay, I've just seen the 4 of Cups and it kind of wanted to come out, but let's see what does come out. Again, far too many. Is the 4 of Cups among it? No. Okay. I had 5 cards out, so I'm going to shuffle again. 1 second. Okay, Aries, so 2 cards fell, and it was the 7 of Swords and the High Priestess. So I'm going to take them both. High Priestess, again, is very relevant for me, especially over the Temperance. So pulling for the Queen of Cups now. Oops. I'm going to take the Lover's card as it's popping out at me. I actually got the Page of Cups as well, so I'll take him. Alright, so what we have is quite an interesting and beautiful energy, Aries. Over the High Priestess, which talks about your intuition, your inner sight, understanding the self, understanding your path, we have the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is about past pain, old wounds, sometimes can speak about interference in relationships as well. But generally it speaks about things that we carry emotionally and mentally. Swords are about mental process. So this is about what you're hanging on to. This is about what still resides in the back of your mind, the thing that still maybe holds you back. It affects how you think to go forward, affects your self-worth maybe. And so what the High Priestess is trying to say to you is, look, you know, these old wounds can be cut away now. You can release that outmoded thinking. You can release it. It is no longer your reality. It's not going to be your future. So she's asking you to see things with fresh eyes. You're on the next stage of your journey. You certainly are. With the Ace of Pentacles, we have the 3 of Pentacles. 3 of Pentacles is about new projects. Now, so is the seed. You have the seed of the Ace of Pentacles there. But the 3 is sometimes about collaboration, or it's about bringing 3 elements together, namely the will, the vision, and the skill. Traditionally, as you can see, we have the priest or the vicar, we have the architect, and we have the mason. So they bring those 3 elements of creation excuse me, together, and they create something beautiful like a cathedral. And so this is about your initiation. This is about starting off with something, and you're not going to do it alone. You're not alone in your endeavor. You do have help and assistance and people around you with skills or the ability to help you go forward. So then we have the Star. I mean, over the moon, that's such a beautiful combination. It's about your healing, Aries. It's about getting the balance again between the physical and the spiritual. You notice the alchemical kind of mixing of the earth and the water here. And the stars indicate kind of this being kind of fated, if you like. It's a healing from the universe. And if we're talking about emotions here, and I'll go back to the 3 of Swords and maybe how you think about yourself with the moon as well. Oops. Then the Star card is coming along to say, look, you know, we're going to get this balance right now. It might well be in the depths of you, you know, it might well be that, you know, you've kind of jogged along pretty okay and you know, it's not really bothered you, but underlying some aspects of life, there's always this self-doubt, this these emotions that need to be reviewed. And so the Star comes to pour that healing balm for you. And then the Wheel of Fortune over the 10 of Wands Clearly, with the Wheel of Fortune, you know, pushing us through into the next level, it's a portal into a new life, if you like. The Ten of Wands is quite literally saying this cycle is over. You are going to be able to release this baggage, this pressure, and step through into something more positive. And that very positive thing of the clarification for the Eight of Wands is the Nine of Cups, which is a wish card, if you like. All your desires, your visions, your dreams, your wishes come true, and it looks like it's coming in pretty fast. So have a look at, you know, exactly what's coming in here, and be aware, be how can I say, be focused, and be observant is what I'm trying to say. Now, over the Hierophant, to do with your stability, the structures and stability in your life, we have the Seven of Wands. And the sevens are always about being a lot more discerning. They're about plumbing the depths, going further into self or further into things to discover the root. As you can see, we can't quite see the root of these opportunities. Wands are about opportunities, about growth, about developing. And you maybe can't quite see where this contract, where this new business, where this opportunity is going to come from. But you are on higher ground. You will eventually be able to see them. They will eventually be revealed. And you will be able to step forward into it. So don't worry too much about not being able to see how this is going to come about right now. Just be observant and be centered, and know that it's coming. The High Priestess, what did I just say? Know that it's coming. It is coming. We have this balance coming in. This is to push you forward on your life path. I can't reiterate how strongly I feel that this is kind of fated, or this is a part of your destiny to achieve. Whatever it is that you're doing, Aries, you know, feel the joy in it, feel the passion in it. Don't feel the worry and the anxiety, because it's in that flow that it will, you know, you'll be able to relax, and it will come naturally. Then we have, over the Queen of Cups, we have the Lover's card and the Page of Cups. Now, I took these two because they have quite a strong collaboration for me. I'll start with the Page. The Page of Cups is about an offer. It's about sustenance. It's about a message. Something comes in, and we've already spoken about perhaps this opportunity coming in with the Ace of Pentacles and the Hierophant here. But the Page of Cups brings in this little fish to feed you, and it may well be, you know, a small offer. It may well be something that you could sniff at if you had your head turned slightly. You might not think it is anything much, but it is going to be something that will help you move forward. And although the Queen of Cups is discerning, she's saying, look, you know, there's something in this, give it time. And the Lover's card is about choice. It's about personal alchemy, how you're going to be, how you're going to react, what you're going to be filling within yourself. The voids that you fill within yourself make you whole. And it brings you to a vibration that attracts the very thing that you desire towards you. It's about finding the element of the masculine or the feminine within, and when we have that wholeness, we kind of really step into our power and really rise up in our vibration. I'm going to pull you 2 advice cards now, and let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Let's see what you have to say, Aries, for April. Oh. Okay, so we have politics. Thank you. And we have fighting. Interesting, Aries. Interesting. Okay, so they're both cards of the mental processing, traditionally swords. This card, kind of ugly looking, not very pretty, but it's very important because it shows how we can sometimes lose ourselves just for the sake of others' happiness. We can put on a face, quite literally. We can try to make other people happy for the sake of a little peace or to move on. And it kind of warns you about not moving through that landscape as it's not going to be in your integrity. You have to stand in your own power and your own integrity here. And as much as you might feel that this is, the only way you can ever move forward, I think there needs to be a release of literally the defense system here. There needs to be a shedding of the armor. So I want to go right back to the Three of Swords and the old wounds, and ask you to see where your triggers are, where you have become defensive, where you feel the need to cover your vulnerability, because sometimes when we are vulnerable we become something that actually we are not. So let me pull an outcome card for you and see where this brings us for April. Wow, straight out. And we have the Star card. I really like this reading, Aries. We've got the Star card coming in again to speak about the healing aspect of the universe and how it's got our back. Do you see the connection here, the wish that she's put out for? It might have been a wish that you're unaware of, you're unconscious of, something deep within you that requires balance. And this has been heard. Basically, you are going to get this healing. You will be able to stand in your integrity, and you will be able to shine your light brightly, knowing that you are fully supported. So, wow, Aries, what a reading. I wish you the very best for April. Please click subscribe and the notification bell. Leave me a comment, tell me what you think, and I'll see you next time.